been hearing good things about Am I the Arsehole? Everybody keeps going over and over again.
Cash me dead.
Did you know the biggest Reddit subreddit exists? No, we didn't. Thank you for drawing our attention to it, especially because I do like that the little Reddit man is holding up an anus as the cancel button. And then on the other side is a big old tick. So let's find out together. Does he deserve it? Am I the asshole for walking out of a wedding I was part of and ruining the day? I dated my ex-boyfriend John for 4 years. Oh, that's not the real name. They put it in inverted commas. Exposed. You are an asshole. Got serious enough where we started planning for our future wedding. I thought we were pretty happy, but last year he dumped me pretty suddenly. I tried to figure out what went wrong, but he said it was personal, that I should respect his space. Well, you were making a life together, so maybe not. But during this time, my best friend Stacey and her fiancé Tom were my rocks. I think you are an asshole just for using that word. Letting me crash at their place, just being overwhelmingly supportive and loving. When Stacey asked me to be her maid of honour, I thought it was a no-brainer. Fast forward, the morning of the wedding, Tom asked me to meet him for breakfast super early in the AM. Stop trying to cushion it. Just get to the point. I thought it was weird. Maybe you wanted to make a pass or something on to Stacey. What happened instead was Tom let me know that a few days prior, Stacey admitted to him that she had an affair with John. Ooh. Which was what led to my breakup. No wonder he wanted to keep it personal. I guess it was. He said that Stacey wanted to come clean, start their marriage fresh, and that he was forgiving her to move forward. God, the pressure on your wedding day. She picked that. You're not the asshole. She is. That's insane. Clearly.
Is that it?
No. There's more. He'd gone back and forth between telling me, finally decided to spill the beans. It ended up causing a huge mess because I was basically running the whole show. Not only that, but everyone realised that the maid of honour wasn't there, and the news of the affair eventually got out because her cousin knew John. Stacey had told her we're both slandering me online now, saying that I ruined their once-in-a-lifetime moment. Some of their friends are on their side, saying that I should have handled the situation more privately and at least stuck out the wedding since it was so last minute. Yeah, but so was the announcement of the affair.
Yeah, so was the announcement. Good point.
See, now this is the problem with Am I the Arsehole? Somebody did sum this up to me, that it is just a bunch of people who clearly are the arsehole just using their cognitive biases to clean their conscience.
But I don't think this is one of those cases. I think she had valid grounds.
From her perspective.
But, like, you know, you only base it on your perspective.
What you have... Which is the wrong part about Am I the Arsehole.
But, like, it's not just some random person. It's her best friend they were her rocks during the entire breakup thing with her. So imagine, like, your rock is the cause of the problems and she never mentions it. If she wanted to come clean, how come she never came clean to her own friend?
This is the part that you cannot avoid. If that is true, how do you do that on the eve of your wedding? Hey, here's a crazy hen's night topper for you.
Yeah. I think it would be okay for her to just leave and not mention it. Obviously, you can't be the maid of honor. You need to have you need to be like an Mother Teresa type person to just like go with it and even do all the maid of honor duties and stuff. But if
turning the other cheek is hard.
Yeah, but like, man, I think she is not the arsehole.
Yeah, probably not. Good that we got Ali's final opinion on this, seeing as there was 21,000 other people that were putting in their 2 cents. But because we don't know them, Ali's more valid. And that's why you'll never get anything done, Reddit, because you can't put your face to things.
Wait, do you think she is the arsehole? Could she have handled it any differently?
I'll say this. If she did Mother Teresa it, mad props. But I'm not going to put shit on her for Mother Teresa-ing her, especially because I know that everyone's on Reddit to go, actually, Mother Teresa was shit. Come on.
Shut up. Your shit.
Yeah, your shit. You're the asshole for being mean to Mother Teresa, theoretically. Where's this other one? Oh, no, now they're all reloading. But I do remember that one of them was something about looking at live porn for the first time, which I'm sure our audience would be very into because they seem to be the disgusting one.
Is that not on there?
No, it's here. This is from today. I fucked up. I'm sitting in my room pretty horny and bored, so I go watch some porn. I always get these ads about Pornhub Live that I never checked out. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to go check it out. Well, that's a line that you.
Yeah, you've crossed the
stepping
line,
over.
dude. Even people, men that watch porn religiously, don't
That's
pay
their
for
mecca.
it.
They do
Pay
it
for
5 times a day.
Like when you start paying for porn, that is definitely a different category of horny that you've entered into.
That's
Have
really
you
weird
ever
because I just
paid
never
for
thought that
something
the
like
ads
that?
worked on anyone, huh?
Have you ever paid for any porn, like OnlyFans or anything of that sort?
Too cheap.
Be real.
I'm way too cheap for
Yeah,
that.
me neither.
Especially because I just don't understand this in the day and age where it's all free.
Yeah, but like I think
Like,
OnlyFans.
it's harder to illegally download music and they're not making it hard.
But with OnlyFans, I think the incentive is you can get porn of a very specific person that isn't on Pornhub. They might be like an influencer that you know. So I guess there's that added sort of benefit to it.
Yeah, but here's my...
Like, for example, I think Salma Hayek is really hot. If someone told me that there's like, she has an OnlyFans account where she has sex with her like 90-year-old
Selma
fucking
Gilf.
Gucci-owning husband, I
You're
wouldn't
checking
do
it
it.
out?
I wouldn't do it because like I'm opposed to paying for porn, but I'd definitely be more interested in it.
That is... You haven't crossed the line. Even in that scenario.
No,
So,
okay.
but just imagine,
Let's say,
can you imagine
I could
how
pay for it.
desperate it would have to be? God, the cost of living crisis would have to get worse for a billionaire and their like extremely famous rich wife to start doing OnlyFans.
yeah, but you know what? First of all, don't discount her because yes, she did marry a billionaire, but did you know that she's a billionaire herself from inheritance?
Yeah,
She
that's
didn't need
right.
that money.
Mm.
She's a good woman. No
She made it
slander.
on her own genetics.
I one time I asked my wife, I was like, "Can I have a whole pass with Salma Hayek?" And she was like, "No." It's like, why?
It's
like
never gonna happen.
I was like, that's what I was saying. I was like, it's never gonna happen. She's a married 50-year-old woman and she still said no.
Yeah, and also on top of this, if she's banging billionaires, I don't think you have to worry about Ali being in her league.
She's not banging billionaires. I mean, she is, but like, it's not about the money. She's not that kind of a woman.
I just don't think that there can ever be a scenario where you're dating a billionaire and you can say it's not about the money.
No,
Even
it's
if
not.
you are a billionaire.
Even
if you are.
She's a great lady.
Salma Hayek?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's proper trophy
Sure.
wife. She's funny. Anyways, go on.
I just don't know enough about her. All I know is that every time I see her, I'm just like, how is she getting hotter? But anyway, I entered my email password and they have some very weird thing about entering a username. Obviously, didn't want to use my real name. Wow, you're very smart. So I realized the first name that comes to mind is Jacob.
That's a good one.
You've redeemed yourself, my friend. And the next message says, "Do your credit card?" I'm already skeptical, but it says it's 100% free. I'm like, but I already went in so far into the process that I'm like, fuck it. So now I find out that I'm watching a few and just sitting there and they're not really doing anything. Nobody was showing any tits. Little ass shaking. Really underwhelming overall. Wow. A Redditor is disappointed. That's a first. So now I'm in. So to find out what the best one is, I control keyboard, open up a ton of tabs, find out that there's nothing sexy. I flip through these tabs. The pop-ups are annoying. This pop-up would only come in a few times. I had to click on an orange button to refresh. And then I land on this really old 60-year-old gilf. She's just sitting there. There's like 8 people watching. I did not ever think about that. This is Gavin McInnes's point about porn. You want to stop watching porn so much, just think about the reality of it, which is that it is 2 people fucking on the street and there's like 50 guys just beating off, being like, yeah, get in there.
Sounds hot.
I click on it and then I was just like, what the fuck am I doing? It's like I lost $55 to enter a private room to watch a grandma fuck. Couldn't I have at least chosen something a bit sexier?
Oh my God, 55.
Yeah, because the other ones, they teased you. And now you're horny. Now you know what it's like for all those guys back in the 80s that left strip clubs with boners. That's what happened to him. Now she's like smiling and says, "Hey, Jacob." Immediately she's pulling her tits out. Yeah, see, she's not shy. It's true. The older you get, the less frigid you are. And she grabs a dildo and she snaps it open into a really old, slightly hairy pussy. I'm like, man, I didn't pay for this. Nonetheless, because I'm paying, I start shamefully jacking off. And she keeps saying, "Oh, Jacob, Jacob," over and over again, moaning. And she puts on a pretty good show. She's pretty hot for a 60-year-old, but I got to emphasize, she's fucking 60. I start writing in the chat that she should talk dirty to me and shit. I'm going to spare you all the details, but I do come. I close the window, go back to watching YouTube, chilling out. Later that night, I go to check my email. I see this receipt from Pornhub Live. It turns out it didn't cost $5. It cost $5 a minute.
Oh, shit.
So I spend $72 on a 6-year-old woman calling me Jacob.
I'm gonna say
I like
something.
Today I fucked up way more than Emma the Arsehole, because the whole time you do Emma the Arsehole, you just play Guess Who. It's just this Cluedo of, who done it really? I don't want to do that. I just want to laugh at someone's like funny masturbation story.
Jacob, you did fuck up. But you also deserved it. I think it's fair. Like, if you're going to be that horny going into a rabbit hole, you should expect consequences.
Yeah. And also, I've got to say, can we get a round of applause for someone getting it up and finishing the dirty
finishing the
for
job.
a grandma? Well done. I'm always amazed at that. Every time they ever ask a male porn star who was the oldest you had sex with, and they're like, 75. I wasn't proud of that, but I had a job to do.
Hey, professionals. Yeah, look, that's funny. And it could have been much worse. It could have been $700.
Yeah.
When you go into these kind
Look
of
at the bright
situations,
side.
you've heard those Turkish scams, right? If you go to Turkey and you're walking around in one of their like nightclub areas, some chick will come and she'll say, "Hey, come to this club. We're doing a promotion. It's all free. Hang out with me." And then you go over there, and then they start ordering. Like, she orders like a lot of shit, and she's like, don't worry, it's all free, don't worry, just have fun. And then you get into the groove of it, and then she sneaks away, and the bouncers come with like a $800 bill.
Yeah.
And they go like, here you go, pay up.
Yeah.
And then they like literally shake you like a cartoon to get every penny out of your pocket.
What is it called? The Turkish shakedown.
Well, it should be. I don't know what it's called, but I've heard about that scam.
Yeah.
Like,
like the Harlem Shake.
Horny scams can like really damage your pocket. So $75, you got off easy, my friend.
Yeah, geez. Who'd have thought that the red light district controlled by mafias would end up in bad scenarios? I just think that, honestly, look, if you go to a red light district and you get shaken down, worth every penny for the story.